Is this a picture of a perfectly healthy president, or is it all just a carefully crafted illusion? That is the huge question surrounding Donald Trump's health, and today we are breaking down all the clues and all the spin. Let's get right into it.
So what is actually going on here? I mean, we've all seen the pictures, we've all heard the clips. Is there some kind of serious health issue being covered up, or is this just the political rumor mill doing what it does best?
You know we've got the full story for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's break this whole thing down.
Every rumor has to start somewhere, right? So to get to the bottom of this, we've got to start with the clues that first set the internet completely on fire.
It all kicked off with this, a photo that showed these strange marks on Trump's hand. And of course, the internet immediately just exploded with theories. What could they possibly be from?
The Trump campaign? Well, they had an answer ready to go. Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said it was simply from shaking hands all day every day. Case closed? Not so fast.
And this is where the plot really thickens. Right after the whole hand incident, it came out that Trump was diagnosed with something called Chronic Venous Insufficiency, or CVI, which can cause swelling in the legs.
But what happened next is what really got people talking. After that CVI diagnosis was made public, some sharp-eyed observers noticed that official photos seemed to be strategically cropping out his lower legs. Was that just a coincidence, or some very careful image management?
So what's the feeling inside the campaign? According to biographer Michael Wolff, the people right there with Trump are mostly just irritated by all the health talk. They see a guy who is always moving, someone they call, quote, inexhaustible.
But here's the wild twist. Wolff also says that exact same team admits this nonstop pace can't go on forever. They believe that, quote, one day he will just go over, meaning the end won't be a slow fade but a sudden stop. That is a pretty dramatic take to hear from inside the inner circle.
So while his staff might have their own private fears, the official story of Trump's health has really been shaped by one key medical voice, the president's own doctor.
And that expert is Representative Ronnie Jackson, who is the official physician to the president under Trump. He has been the administration's main voice in declaring Trump is perfectly healthy.
And his public checkups have been, well, let's just say memorable. Jackson is the one who famously declared back in 2018 that if Trump just had a better diet, he might have lived to be 200 years old. A bold claim, to say the least. It is worth pointing out, though, that Jackson has faced his own controversies. During his time at the White House, he actually earned the nickname the Candyman because of allegations that he handed out prescription drugs a little too freely.
But you know, the questions aren't just physical anymore. A series of recent public gaffes have really shifted the conversation away from his stamina and toward his mental sharpness.
First up, there was that moment during a press conference where he just seemed to invent a fake governor completely out of thin air.
And then, not long after, he appeared to forget the name of an ocean. I mean, two pretty public slips that got everyone asking, is he losing a step?
So what does all of this add up to? Well, you basically end up with two totally opposite stories. Let's put them head to head.
Okay, so on one side, you have Team Trump. They paint this picture of an inexhaustible leader, the most energetic president in history who works nonstop. Then on the other side, you've got Team Rumors. They're pointing to that insider warning that he'll just go over, public slips like forgetting names, and even conspiracy theorist Alex Jones warning of a potential collapse if he doesn't slow down.
Which brings us right back to that ultimate question. Are we really watching superhuman stamina from a president who's just unlike any other? Or are we seeing some incredibly superb spin that's designed to cover up a totally different reality?
So, what's your take? Is this all just political spin, or is there a real story here? Drop your verdict in the comments. I genuinely want to see what you think. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss the next one.